Hello students, welcome to the class of hydraulic engineering. In this session, we will be talking about flow through circular channels. In the earlier classes, we have seen the flow through rectangular channel, we have seen flow through trapezoidal channel, we have also seen flow through V or triangular channel, and we also have derived the formulas for most economical rectangular channel and most economical trapezoidal channel. So, before deriving the equation for most economical circular channel, first we need to understand the basis of flow through circular channel. What do we mean by circular channel? Circular, the thing is that here we are talking about flow through circular channel, which is open channel basically. As you can see that, suppose consider a pipe, okay. If you consider a pipe, it is nothing but all the areas are closed. So, to closed areas we call it as a closed channel, but here we are talking about circular channel which is open. So, how we have to distinguish whether a circular channel is a open channel or a closed channel? The logic behind this is, if the circular channel is flowing to its full diameter or to its full diameter, then that channel is closed channel. If the circular channel, I will explain it through the diagram. If the circular channel is look at the figure, let us consider this is as a circular channel. If in this circular channel, if the water flow is complete, I mean if it is flowing to the top end, this everywhere is the water, is everywhere, the water is touching the every boundary of the circular channel, then this type of flow is known as closed channel flow in circular channel, closed channel flow in circular channel. Suppose let us consider one more circular channel. This is our circular channel, but here the water is flowing half or 3/4 full, half or 3/4 full, then this type of flow is known as open channel flow in an circular channel. Here the water is not touching the all the boundaries or to the total circumference of the circle. It flows in the form of semicircle. It flows in the form of semicircle. So, this type is nothing but open channel in circular channel. This figure 1 is this figure 1 and figure 2 both are circular channels, but here in this figure 1 the flow is closed channel flow, whereas in figure 2 the flow is open channel flow. This is the main difference between open channel flow and closed channel flow in an circular channel. Okay. Now, in this topic we will be looking into open channel flow in circular channel. Okay, as you can see onto your screens, you have a circular channel. What is the flow? How we can distinguish the flow through a circular channel? The flow of a liquid through a circular pipe when the level of the liquid in the pipe is below the top of the pipe is classified as open channel flow. See, it is the top of the figure. Now, if you look at this, this is the top of the figure. The water level is not touching this top position of the circular channel. So, that is what, go to the definition. When the level of liquid in the pipe is below this top of the pipe is classified as open channel flow. The rate of flow through circular channel is determined from depth of the flow and angle subtended by the liquid surface at the center of the circular channel. See, this is the angle subtended by the surface of the flow, by the liquid surface at the center, which is nothing but, as you can see on the diagram, it is nothing but 2 theta. The angle AB is the surface of the water. This AB surface of the water is subtending an angle 2 theta with the center of the circular channel, and where D is the depth of the flow, where D is depth of the flow. It is below the center. It means that the flow is not the depth of the flow is not even half of the circular channel. It is less than the half of the circular channel. This is the criteria for flow through circular channel in an open channel. In an open channel, remember this. If the flow through the pipes is completely full, if the flow through pipes is completely full, if it touches the top surface of the pipe, then the flow becomes closed channel flow. Then the flow becomes closed channel flow. If the flow is not full, it is not touching the top of the circular channel, then the flow becomes open channel flow in an circular channel. So as you can see, this D is nothing but it is a depth of the flow. D, which you can see, is nothing but depth of the flow. It is less than the half of the radius. It is less than the radius of circular channel. 2 theta. What is the 2 theta? It is the angle subtended by surface of the water. As in the figure, what is the surface of the water? In the figure, the surface of water is AB. Angle subtended by water surface AB. Okay. And R is the radius of the channel. And you can see R is nothing but it is the radius of the channel. 2 theta is the angle subtended by the water, R is the radius, and D is the depth of flow. Now let us calculate the wetted perimeter and wetted area of the circular channel. Wetted perimeter and wetted area of the circular channel. When we talk about wetted perimeter, which is denoted by P, when we talk about wetted perimeter P, okay, P of the circular channel is given by, what is the circumference of the circle? 2 pi r. 2 pi r is the circumference of the circle. 2 pi r by 2 pi into 2 theta into 2 theta is the wetted perimeter of the circular channel. The wetted perimeter of circular channel is given by 2 pi r by 2 pi into 2 theta. This 2 theta is nothing but angle subtended by water surface AB with the center. So the angle made by the water surface AB in an circular channel with center of the channel is 2 theta. 2 pi r is the circumference of the circle. Okay. So from here the wetted perimeter is given by 2 pi r by 2 pi. It becomes 2 r theta. 2 r theta is the wetted perimeter of circular channel. The next is area of the flow. Area of the flow. From the figure, if you look at the figure, what is the flow area? Flow area is nothing but it is the area of minor segment A, B, A, D, B, A. It is the flow area. Flow area can be determined by, it is the area of So the area of the flow, as you can see on the figure, the area of the flow is minor segment ADBA, ADBA. So area of flow A is equal to area of minor segment ADBA, ADBA. This, the area of minor segment ADBA can be determined from area of sector. Area of sector OADB from the sector. Look at the sector area. How to find out the area of ADBA? How to find out the area of ADBA? Area of ADBA can be found out from area of sector OADB minus area of triangle OAB, area of triangle OAB. Now the area of sector OADB is given by the area of sector, which is nothing but sector. Look at this sector, how it is in the form of, this is the sector OADB. Okay, this angle is how much? This angle is 2 theta. This angle is 2 theta. This angle is how much? 2 theta. So this area of sector can be given by pi r square by 2 pi into pi r square by 2 pi into 2 theta is the area of sector OADB minus area of triangle OAB is half into what is the base? AB is the base. Look into the figure. What is the base? AB is the base. Okay, half into base into height. Height is OC. Height is OC over here. Okay, now if you look here clearly, what happens is this AB can be written this OC, this point C divides AB into 2 equal parts. This point C divides AB. Okay, AC and CB distance is equal. So this AB can be written as 2BC. This AB can be written as 2BC. If you cancel these things, it becomes area is equal to this 2 and 2 get cancelled, pi and pi get cancelled, r square theta minus half into 2BC into OC, 2BC into OC. Now consider this right angle triangle OCB. Consider this right angle triangle OCB. Look at over here, right angle triangle OCB. So this is nothing but this is O, this is C, this is B, and this is the angle theta. This is the angle theta. This value is radius. This value is radius. So from here, okay, if we apply sine and cos, we will be getting BC as, from this figure we will be getting BC as r sine theta and OC as, OC is equal to r cos theta, Substitute these values in this equation. So it becomes A is equal to r square theta minus half, instead of 2b half into 2 into what is the BC, r sin theta into r cos theta, r sin theta into r cos theta. So it becomes area is equal to r square theta minus, see this 2 sin theta cos theta becomes as 2 sin 2 theta, this 2 sin theta cos theta, 2 sin theta cos theta is nothing but sin 2 theta. Okay, so it becomes r square by 2 sin 2 theta, So from here, from this equation, the area can be written as area is equal to r square. If we take r square common, it becomes theta minus sin 2 theta by 2, sin 2 theta by 2. This is nothing but area of flow in above circular channel. This is the area of flow in above circular channel. And what is the perimeter? Perimeter is 2r theta. Look at the equation 1. Look at this equation 1. Perimeter can be given by the 2r theta, and area of the flow is given by r square theta minus sin 2 theta by r square into theta minus sin 2 theta by 2. Now hydraulic depth. The formula to calculate hydraulic depth is The formula to calculate hydraulic depth is m is equal to A by P, A by P. So, what is A over here? R square into theta minus sine 2 theta by 2 divided by P. P is 2r theta, 2r theta. So, from here we will be getting the value of m as r square into theta minus sine 2 theta by 2 by 2r theta. This is nothing but hydraulic depth m, the value of m of circular channel, the value of m of circular channel. So, after calculating the perimeter and area of the flow and hydraulic depth, let us see one example problem on flow through circular channel. So, this is the problem, this is the numerical problem. Find the discharge through a circular pipe of diameter 3 meters. Okay. Find the discharge through a circular pipe of diameter 3 meters if the depth of water in the pipe is 1 meter and the pipe is laid at a slope of 1 in 1000. Take the value of Chase's constant as 70. As you can see on the screen, these values are how the circular channel, the depth of the flow is 1 meter. As you can see, the depth of the flow is 1 meter, diameter of the circular pipe is 3 meters, Chase's constant. So, what we need to find out? We need to find out discharge. So, to find a discharge, we need to find discharge. What is the formula for discharge? Q is equal to AC under root mi. This is the formula for discharge. This is the formula for discharge. This we need to find out. Q is equal to AC under root mi. AC under root mi, where A is area of the flow, C is Chase's constant, m is hydraulic depth, and I is slope bed. Okay. Slope of the bed, I is slope of the bed. So, let us write the given values. Diameter of the circular channel is given, that is nothing but 3 meter. Okay. So, as the diameter of the circular channel is 3 meters, the radius is d by 2, that is nothing but 1.5 meter. 1.5 meter is the radius. Depth of the flow, small d is equal to 1 meter. Depth of the flow is 1 meter. Slope I, the value of y is 1 in 1000. It means 1 by 1000. 1 by 1000. This is the value of I. Okay. Chase's constant, C is equal to 70. The value of C, Chase's constant, is 70. Okay. So, what we shall find out first? First, look at over here. What we need to find out? We need to find out the value of theta first, as the formula for perimeter is 2r theta. The formula for wetted perimeter is 2r theta, and the formula for area is r square theta minus sine 2 theta by 2. So, the major thing which we need to calculate here is theta. The major thing which we need to calculate here is theta. So, first let us see over here. Let us calculate the value of OC. Okay. The value of OC first we need to calculate. The value of OC, this OC. The length of OC we should calculate. How to calculate the length of OC? OC is nothing but OD minus CD. OD minus CD. From the figure you can see OC is nothing but OD minus CD. So, OC is equal to OD. What is OD? OD is our radius. OD is our radius, as you can see. OD. What is the OD over here? It is the radius. How much it is? 1.5 meter. 1.5 meter minus CD. What is CD over here? Depth of the flow. It is given as 1 meter. So, from here OC becomes, OC is equal to 0.5 meter. OC becomes 0.5 meter from this figure. Okay, from which figure? From the relationship of OC is equal to OD minus CD. OD is radius and CD is depth of the flow. Both values are given. So from there we have found out the value of OC. OC is equal to 0.5 meter. The next is, if we apply cos theta, okay, apply cos theta in the triangle. Let us consider triangle. Consider triangle OAC. Consider this triangle. In this triangle, if you apply cos theta is nothing but adjacent OC by hypotenuse AO, OC by AO, AC by OC by AO. What is the value of OC which we have got? 0.5 is the value, by AO. AO is radius 1.5 meter. AO is 1.5 meter. So from this the value comes 1 by 3. So theta is equal to cos inverse 1 by 3, which is equal to 70.53 degrees, which is equal to 70.53 degrees. So this degree value we need to convert it into radians. We need to convert it into radians. How to convert it into radians? By multiplying by pi by 180. If you multiply with pi by 180, this degree value gets converted into radians. So theta is equal to 70.53 degrees into pi by 180. The value is around 1.23 radians. The value of theta is 1.23 radians. This value is in degree. 70.53. This value is in degree, but here we need to substitute the value of theta in radians. We need to substitute basically here you can substitute it in degrees, but here you have to substitute it in radians. Here you have to substitute it in radians. So here the theta value is in radians, and here theta is in degree. Here we need to substitute the value of theta in degrees, and here the value of theta in radians. So let us calculate the perimeter. Perimeter is equal to 2 r theta, which is 2 into r is 1.5 into radians, theta is 1.23 radians, which stands as 3.69 meters. Okay, the wetted perimeter of the perimeter is 3.69 meters. Here you can write it as perimeter is equal to 3.69 this meters. Let it be equation 1. Now we know that the formula for area, flow area is equal to r square into theta minus sin 2 theta by 2. So here the value of r is 1.5 square into only theta. What is the value of theta? 1.23. See, whenever you can find the only theta, it means it should be substituted in radians. When you find in terms of sin theta or cos theta, this value should be substituted. The theta should be in degrees. Remember this. The theta should be in degrees. 1.23 minus sin 2 into what is the value of theta in degree? Value of theta in degree is 70.53. 70.53 degrees by 2. Remember this logic. If you find only single theta, then the value will be in radians. If you find in terms with sin or cos, then the value of theta will be in degrees. So it will be, this value comes as 1.5 square is 2.25 into 1.23 minus sine 2 into 70.53, it becomes sine 141.08, 141.08 degrees by 2, by 2. So on calculating this, the area of flow will be getting it as 2.06 meter, 2.06 meter square, 2.06 meter square. Let it be equation 2. Let it be equation 2. Now formula for m. The formula for m is A by P. A by P. What is A from equation 2? 0.6. What is P from equation 1? 3.69. 3.69. So on dividing 2.06 by 3.69, we get the value of 0.5582. This is the value of m. This is the value of m. So now the discharge can be given by Q is equal to AC under root mi. So Q is equal to, what is the value of A? 2.06 into C, Chase's constant. Chase's constant is 70. The value of Chase's constant is 70 into under root, what is the value of m? 0.5582 into I is 1 by 1000. I is 1 by 1000. So on calculating this equation, you will be getting the value of discharge through circular channel as 3.407 meter square per meter cube per second, meter cube per second. This will be the value of discharge. 3.407 meter cube per second is the value of discharge through a circular channel for diameter 3 mm. Depth of the flow is 1. Slope, bed slope is 1 in 1000 and Chase's constant is 70. Hope you have understood this problem. Thank you.